Hey guys, Ajax22 here, making a quick update video. I just was playing around with fit and finish, seeing how the barrel and the rails were fitting and sliding and generally interacting with each other. Looks like everything's moving nice and smooth. Nothing's binding. I tried fitting a couple of the internal components and it looks like it's going to be good. Nothing's doing anything that it's not supposed to do. So mainspring housing slides right in, grip safety goes in, hammer goes in. The big issues right now are the firing pin is still frozen and the mainspring is still frozen. So worst case scenario, I guess I could drill out the mainspring housing and replace the entire guts of that. And I suppose I could just grind the firing pin out of this and then maybe replace the whole firing pin / firing pin retainer plate assembly. Hopefully won't have to do that. I'm just going to keep tapping and using patience and seeing what happens. But I think we're pretty close to having a viable gun here. The barrel is still ugly, needs to be cleaned, but you know, that's to be expected. Just that one little pin needs to come out, and then that mainspring housing needs to get the plunger assembly out. And I think I'm just going to have to hit up one of my buddies who's a proper gunsmith and borrow a set of punches from him. See if we can't make that happen. In the meantime, lots of tapping, lots of penetrating oil, and I'm going to keep running the internal components with the electrolysis. I'm going to need to do an update video at some point, show the finish on some of these parts, but it's clean as it's going to get, it's functional, and really other than the takedown pin seems to need a little bit of metal added to it on the bottom side, just to bring it so it stays up a little more properly. Because right now it drops down low enough that it can come out without actually being in the correct position. And I think it can add a little bit of metal to the back side of the bar there. That should actually work. Should be pretty straightforward. I'd like to preserve the patinaed piece and not just sticking something new on it. Because as of right now, other than that mainspring plunger that we have, not mainspring, recoil spring plunger, everything is good. I mean, we should be able to use it all. The guts out of the mainspring might be toast, but really every other component on the gun, possibly with the exception of some pins, but even then you might be able to get away with using the original. And the one munched bushing. And I'm probably going to replace the bushings and screws anyway, or at least the bushings. I might try to reuse the screws, just because that's not really a visible component. But yeah, here she is, doing gun-like things. Very, very impressive, considering the condition she came in. Keep blinking at her, and we'll see what we can do. Anyway, just wanted to share. Have a good one.